Yeah, this is Point Black, coming in hard and off the car, coming with the flow straight from the barrio, and coming with the heat to the damn street. This is PBNN Point Black National News. Whether we coming from the street or we taking it up the hill, either way, the heat is coming from the street. This is PBNN Point Black National News, the late and the great edition, the ghetto edition as well, as we do when we bring the facts to their, we bring the facts to crack backs, and we bring the boom bip to their lying ass lips. This is how we do it. Now today, we see where we have a late news break where Donald Trump has announced where he is now running. So now we're going to see what happens in this election, because we saw the last election that went by was pure straight garbage. You know what I'm saying? And straight up bullshit. As we see what took place when it came to the general population. So we know that a lot of trickery and games was put into it in order to have that operation go down the road, such as it did, to where it lingers. It is still lingering on to now, where they are constantly rewrapping and packaging the deal. Many of you know what I'm talking about. I don't have to make any particular reference as to what it is I'm talking about when it comes to that situation. But now we see where we're going to do a little bit of news, but the news break is Trump has come in on the election and say that he will. So, as we see, you know what I mean? As we see. So now we're going to find out what it is truly is going on. You know what I mean? As we see. So today we see Trump receive the Zoas or whatever, Theodore Hazel Golden Medallion. It's highest honor. Okay, that's good for Trump, and we're glad to see that. We see the former President Trump, you know what I'm saying, receives the Zionist Organizations of America highest honor on Sunday, the Theodore Hazel Golden Medallion, for his action on the behalf of the state of Israel. So we see, okay, not going to comment too much on that, and that is what it is. Now we see Greg Abbott calls for investigation into election in varieties in Republican districts, in varieties or whatever they call it. You know what I'm saying? But we see Governor Abbott, Republican of Texas, called for an investigation into the election in varieties that allegedly occurred within Harris County. You know what I'm saying? The Harris County Republican Party filed a lawsuit on Monday against the Harrison County Election Administration. Clifford, I guess his name is Tackham or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and the county government alleging they had committed illegal actions regarding the elections. In response, Abbott called for the Secretary of State, the Attorney General Office, and Texas Rangers to investigate the matter. Okay, we see this. We see the garbage going on every which way but loose, with that little monkey show on the pictures that they putting up there like nobody know what you're talking about. But I'd like you to prove that, you clown ass sucker. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Trump appears at a substantial risk of prosecution in Georgia. Think tank. This is coming up from the Hill, from Julia. You know what I'm saying? But we see the former president appears to be at a substantial risk of criminal prosecution over the efforts to overturn the 2020. He did not try to overturn no election. That is bullshit. You still haven't proven that to me. What you have proven is a lot of alleged hearsay. But as far as concrete proof showing us 100% that Donald Trump did it, still have not manifest in any shape or form, as we see. So we're not going to get into that anymore. But we see a Long Island woman coming in from the ABC New York. You know what I'm saying? A Long Island woman files for $30 million lawsuit over claims of racial discrimination during a traffic stop. Okay, now we still see this going on, and I hope that the officers have done their job right, and this lady will receive what justice is due. You know what I'm saying? We see Watchdog coming in from the Rock or whatever they call this newspaper, Ruda or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Watchdogs ask U.S. election regulators to probe 20 million Trump transfer. Who gives a flying bullshit crap? What 20 million is they talking about? And if so, we won't see it. So why is you bringing it up and telling the public about this? You know, even when it comes to the midterm elections and so on. Nobody's interested in the propaganda garbage. In more ways, some news is not even worth it, because when we look at this situation, just say Washington, D.C., you know, the Watchdog Group Monday asked the U.S. Federal Election Commission to probe a $20 million transfer between two groups tied to the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, alleging the money was illegally sponsoring Trump's aim to overturn the White House. No, it was not. You're full of shit. The Trump has repeatedly hinted that he planned to run for president again in 2024, and has invited media to his Florida estate on Tuesday for what he says will be a major announcement. There you go, Trumpy. Let Trump drop it. Who gives a heck about all this investigation? Because it still comes out to the fact that it seems like you just don't want the man to run again in 2024, because you know for well he's going to bring that steam to your cooking butts.